Good morning, children. In today's session, I'm going to take science for 7th standard. That is term 3 portion, children. We are going to start. So already we have finished term 2 portions. That is 4 lessons are there for you. Now we are going to go to the term 3 portion for you. Lesson 5, animals in daily life. So what I'm writing on the board, you can take down in your notebook, children. After buying your book, you can see the book, children. Okay. The lesson name is Animals in Daily Life. That is unit 5 is the term 3 portion, children. Okay. First introduction is given here. In earlier class, we have studied how plants are used in our daily lives. In our earlier class itself, we have learned about our plants we have learned, okay, in daily life. Now we are going to learn how animals are useful in our daily life. So, first we have learned about the plants. Now we are going to learn about the animals, okay, animals in our daily life. Now, animals are closely associated with human beings in their daily life. So, apart from plants, animals are also associated with us in our daily life. They are the greatest gift of nature. So, not only plants, animals also the gift of nature. So, the plants, animals associated with human beings in our daily life, and they are the greatest gift of nature also. They are of great economic importance to our nation. Economic means that is wealth, the money, okay, they have given to us. It is economic importance to the human nation. And animals contribute many things for our use. So animals also contribute many things, like how they are useful to us for food, clothing and transportation. So that is, what is the use of the animals? For food, clothing and transportation. Now let us learn the importance of animals and how to protect and maintain them. So now we are going to learn about the animals and how to protect and maintain the animals. Now first, animal products used as food. So first, what are the animal products used as food? Animal products used as food. Okay, so first we are going to see the milk. So now you know milk. Okay, everybody knows milk. Milk is a white liquid food. What is the color of the milk? White. Yes, milk is white liquid food produced by the mammary glands of mammals. Okay, what is mammary glands of mammals? That is milk fed to the young ones. They are called as a mammal. Those animals who feed the milk to the young ones are called as a mammals. Even we human beings also mammals. So they come under the mammals. Produced by the mammary glands of mammals. It is a primary source of nutrition for infant mammals. Infant means young babies. Okay, infant means babies. So infant means what? Babies. So milk is nutritious to the infant, that is to the babies. We use milk in our daily life for the following. So what do we use? We will see the use of the milk in our daily life. Milk is a daily essential product which is obtained from animals. So from where do we get milk? We get from the animals like cows, buffaloes, goats and camels. So milk we get from cows, buffaloes, goats and camels. Okay, so from these animals we get milk. Now milk is necessary in a daily diet to prepare tea, coffee, ice creams, chocolates, sweets and other related products. So milk is very much necessary. For what and all we are using the milk? So to prepare tea, coffee, even in the ice creams, chocolates and all these dairy products, milk is used. Then highly recommended nutritive food containing protein and calcium are made from milk like paneer, cheese, cream, butter, ghee and curd. So from the milk all these are prepared. Now next we will go to the eggs. Next is eggs. Okay. Now eggs are laid by the female birds of many different species to produce their young ones like hen, duck, turkey and ostrich. So who lays the eggs, children? Female. Okay, female birds of different species like hen, duck, turkey, ostrich, all these are the different species. The female birds only lays eggs. Now we use this in our daily life, like they are used in a daily diet to get energy and good health. Okay, for what we are eating the egg? To get the good energy and good health. It is highly nutritious and rich in protein. So it is rich in protein also. It is also very nutritious and it is highly nutritious. Okay. Now eggs have 6 grams of high quality protein, that is 6 grams of high quality protein. Eggs have how many grams, student? 6 grams of high quality protein. A protein packed breakfast helps to sustain means support mental and physical energy throughout the day. If we eat this protein packed breakfast in the morning, what happens? It sustains. It keeps mental and physical energy throughout the day. So we have to take this nutritious food. If we eat this nutritious food every day in the morning, that is in the breakfast, during the breakfast time, this physical and mentally will retain the energy throughout the day. Okay. Now consuming egg daily. Consuming means eating. Okay. Eating egg daily is good for any age people. So any age, whether it is young or babies, young ones or adults, all the ages, whoever can eat this. Then see this honey, children. See, do you know from where honey comes or how it is produced? Have you seen a beehive? Beehive means teenkudan solraniya. Where have many bees are seen buzzing about? Bees collect nectar from flowers, convert it into honey and store in their honeycomb. So what do these bees do? Okay, தேனி beesனா தேனீக்கள் இல்லையா, அவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, ஃப்ளார்ஸில் போய் அதில் இருக்கிற ஜூஸ், that is nectar we say, that is they collect from the flowers and they converted this, அது அப்படியே எதுவாக மாற்றுறாங்க, ஹனியாக மாற்றி அதை store in their honeycomb. தேன் கூட அந்த இது இருக்கு இல்லையா, they will store in the honeycomb. Now honey is a sweet. ஸோ நீங்கள் எல்லாருமே நம்ம வந்து தேன் வந்து ஹனி வந்து இது பண்ணியிருக்கோம், டேஸ்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஸோ how it is sweet. So honey is a sweet liquid produced by the honey bees from the nectar of flowers. It is extracted from beehive by us. அதாவது அவங்க வந்து என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, அது நெக்டர் எடுத்து அதை அப்படியே ஹனியாக மாற்றி அவங்க ஹனிக்கும்னு வச்சுருப்பாங்க. அதை வந்து நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுறோம், அதை ஹனியாக மாற்றுறோம் இல்லையா. So raw organic wild honey is extracted from selected hives by tribal honey hunters who collected from jungles. So junglesலாம் அவங்க கலெக்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க இல்லையா, hunters, அவங்கக்கிட்ட இருந்து தான் நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுறோம், எக்ஸ்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணுறோம். Honey has more medicinal values and highly nutritious food. Okay, they have good medicinal value. Okay, நம்ம மெடிசன்ஸ் எல்லாமே யூஸ் பண்ணால் அதில் எல்லாமே நமக்கு வந்து ரொம்ப இதுவாக இருக்கும், யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். medicinal values and high nutritious food also. So we are using the honey, right? So see in this picture, student, beehive and honey எப்படி எடுக்கிறாங்க, எப்படி வெளியே வருதுன்னு காமிச்சிட்ருக்காங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் beehive is there, தேன் கூடுன்னு சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா, அந்த வேக்ஸ் அந்த இது வந்து ஹனி வந்து எப்படி வெளியே வருது, oozing out. Okay, that picture is given. Then the worker bees, now the 3 types of honey bees are there, queen bee, worker bee and the drones. In that worker bees collect the nectar from the flowers. Who? Worker bee only. Worker bee collect the nectar and they nourish the young ones. அவங்க வந்து என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, young ones வந்து நல்லா நரிஷ் பண்ணுவாங்க. And repair the beehive. ஏதாவது அந்த beehive ரிப்பேர் எதாவது இருந்துச்சுன்னா அவங்க அதை ரிப்பேர் பண்ணி and அதை ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. And also protecting. Then next we will go to the meat. Next is the meat. Meat is everybody know, Karin Sodolia, meat is an animal flesh that is eaten as food. So நம்ம வந்து goats meat, we are eating cows flesh, then chicken, all this comes under meat, animal flesh that is eaten as food. Then some people eat the flesh of animals such as chicken, sheep, rabbit, pig, goat, camel, buffalo means அந்த beef ன்னு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, fish, crab, prawn, lobster and many more. So from all these animals we eat the flesh of it. Okay, we all eat. Then animal meat is considered as a part of diet by most of the people. So many people eat the animal's flesh. Okay, weekly, twice or thrice, some eat daily. So all this animal's flesh is eaten as taken by the most of the people. Then most meat consumption is considered essential for its nutritive value. Especially chicken breeding is done in large scale. So நிறைய இப்போலாம் வந்து சிக்கன் தான் சாப்பிட்றாங்க இல்லையா. ஸோ எல்லாம் சின்ன குழந்தைங்கலேருந்து பெரியவங்களுக்கு சிக்கன்னா ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். சிக்கன் 65 எவ்வளோ ஆசைப்படுவா சாப்பிடுவீங்க நீங்கள். ஸோ அந்த சிக்கன் தான் வந்து நிறைய இப்போ வந்து ப்ரீட் பண்ணுறாங்க. ப்ரீடிங் இஸ் டன் இன் லார்ஜ் ஸ்கேல். ரொம்ப அது யூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க in the form of poultry farming for economic purpose. Okay, now we will go to the poultry farming. That is poultry farming. So meat வந்து நம்ம யாருன்னு சாப்பிட்றோம், chicken, then sheep, then buffalo. What buffalo? I said meat we eat, right? Buffalo, goat, camel. From all these animals we eat the flesh by many of the people. Next we will go to the poultry farming. The poultry farming is a process of raising domesticated birds. Domesticated birds is the chicken, duck, domesticated birds. Chicken, duck, turkey and geese. So உங்களுக்கு chicken, duck உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஈஸியாக புரியும். So same way அவங்க அது இதே தான் அது cheese, that is geese, turkey and all these come in the same variety, okay? For the purpose of getting meat and egg also, that is meat as well as egg, that is raised in the poultry farming, okay? Poultries are reared in large numbers and chickens being the most common one. So chicken da mostly anga raise பண்றாங்க வளர்க்கறாங்க. Chickens are broadly divided into two types. Chickens, that is layers and broilers. Layers and broilers. Now there are two types, I said, layers and broilers. Layers are only egg laying chickens. Layers comes under egg laying chicken. Only they lay the eggs, okay? We do not get the meat from them, so they are called as a egg laying chicken. Then broilers, who are broilers, that is reared for meat, only for meat, okay? So the broilers was reared for meat. So that's it. Chickens are of two types, layers and broilers. Layers, that is egg laying chicken, only they lay the eggs and not used for meat. Then broilers, that is are reared only for the meat. There are two types. Then poultry farming requires safe and sufficient space for the birds. So they need a safe and good sufficient place. Sufficient means more place for the birds. Plenty of water, so they should be given plenty of water for rearing. Proper ventilation nalla kaathu nalla light velichalla irukonu avangalukku, that is proper ventilation. They should get the correct air and the what is that, light for them, that is proper ventilation. And regular feed, avangalukku vandu regular ah correct ah feed kudutte irukanum, that is rich in proteins, fats and vitamins. So the food which is rich in proteins, fats and vitamins, that should be given for the chicken for to feed. And then proper ventilation, that is air and light should be there. Plenty of water should be given to the poultry feeds. Then poultry feed are comprised of maize, wheat, millet and rice bran and mashed from the groundnut cakes. All this given as a food to the poultry farming. Then diseases. Now what are the diseases we see in the poultry birds? We will see now. That is, poultry birds suffer from various diseases caused by some microbes. It is important to keep their shelters clean. So அவங்களுக்கு எந்த டிசீஸ் வராமல் இருக்கணும்னா நம்ம அவங்க என்ன பண்ணணும், அவங்க இருக்கிற இடத்த வந்து அவங்க சரௌண்டிங்ஸ், அந்த என்விரான்மெண்ட் ஷுட் பி clean. Then and get the birds vaccinated. இப்போ நம்ம எப்படி வேக்சினேஷன் போடுறோம், இன்ஜெக்ஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் போடுறோம் எதுவும் டிசீஸ் வராமல் இருக்கிறதுக்காக. சேம் வே த poultry birds are also given the vaccination, okay, to that is against these diseases. Some of the following diseases of poultry birds are, that is poultry birds diseases. So what are the disease? I said that is salmonellosis. Salmonellosis. Then Rannicart disease. Rannicart disease. These are the disease you can see in the poultry birds. Then aspergillosis. Aspergillosis. So these are the three diseases you can find. That is, salmonellosis is nothing but a diarrhea. Okay, this is caused by bacteria. Then Rannicart disease, it is caused by the virus, and aspergillosis caused by the fungus. All these are the three diseases which we can found in the poultry birds. So to avoid these diseases, what it should be do, the environment, the surroundings should be clean for the poultry birds. Okay, and proper ventilation should be there, plenty of water should be given. Okay, so that then proper vaccination should be given so that we can avoid these diseases to the poultry birds. Next is animal products used as clothing. Okay, animal products used as clothing. That is, animal hair has a great demand. So animal hair is in very great demand, children. So now we have finished this. Okay, now we are going to see the animal products used as clothing. Okay, food we finished now. Did you understand till here, children? Now we are going to see the clothing. So food we finished. Now we are going to see the clothing. Okay, animal products used as clothing. Their hair from goat and sheep is used for manufacturing woolen. That is, the hair from the goat and sheep. Hair from goat and sheep. So hair can be otherwise said as a fur. So hair சொல்லலாம், fur சொல்லலாம். சரியா? Hair or fur. You can say fur as well as hair. So from whom they take this? From the goat and sheep. Then that's to you manufacture. So from the hair of these animals, what we can manufacture the woolen clothes. நீங்கள் அந்த ஸ்வெட்டர்ஸ், blanket, shawls எல்லாம் நீங்கள் வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணுறீங்க இல்லையா, இது எல்லாமே வந்து is taken from the hair of the goat and sheep. Okay, so woolen clothes, shawls and blankets, mufflers கழுத்தில் போடுவோம் இல்லையா, and socks, all these are manufactured from the animal's hair only. Similarly, horse hair is used as bristles in small painting brushes. இப்போ painting brush இப்படி இருக்கு இல்லையா, okay, these are the bristles. Okay, these bristles are also found from the painting brush. These are the bristles. So these also paint brush நீங்கள் பார்த்துருக்கீங்க எல்லாமே இல்லையா, அதில் bristles வருது இல்லையா, hair மாதிரி எதாவது, that is also manufactured by the animal's hair only. That is horse hair, from the horse hair. Okay, from the horse hair. Then even fur of animals, fur means what I said, hair. You can say fur or also hair also. Fur of animals include the skin is used to make warm and modern style clothes. Okay, next we'll go to the animal fibers. Some fabric fibers, fabric means clothes, you know, fabric fibers such as cotton, jute, silk are called natural fibers. So what are the natural fibers? Cotton, jute and silk, all these are the natural fibers. Okay, cotton and jute are example of plant fibers. These are the plant fibers. And wool and silk, so even wool also. Okay, wool and silk fibers are animal fibers. All these are animal fibers. Okay children, so cotton and jute natural fibers are there. That is cotton, jute, silk and wool. Cotton and jute comes under the plant fibers and silk and wool in the animal fibers. Now next we will see the wool. Sorry, wait children. Wool is obtained from the fleece of sheep or goat. Fleece, that is hair, I said, sheep or goat. It is also obtained from the hair of rabbit, yak and camel. Silk fiber is obtained from the cocoon of the silkworm. So silk, நம்ம சில்க் சாரீஸ் எல்லாம் கட்டுறோம் இல்லையா, ஸோ அதுலேருந்து எடுக்கிறாங்க, அது சில்க் வார்ம்லேருந்து தான் எடுக்கிறாங்க, ஃப்ரம் த கக்கூன் ஆஃப் த சில்க் வார்ம். ஓகே, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வில் see the wool. What type of clothes are being used by people of snow-capped regions? Snow-capped regionனா ஃபுல்லாக அந்த ஸ்னோ இருக்கிற இடத்துலலாம் இருக்காங்க இல்லையா, பீப்புள் இருக்காங்களா, அவங்களாம் என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்கன்னு. Why such kind of clothing is preferred by them? See, even if you go to the Jammu and Kashmir, அங்கே எல்லாமே வந்து இந்த மாதிரிலாம் பனி பெய்யுது இல்லையா, ஸ்னோ. ஸோ அந்த டைமில் வந்து அவங்க என்ன வந்து வேர் பண்ணுறாங்க. Wool is a fiber derived from the fur of animals. Once again, I said that is wool is manufactured from the fur of animals. Fur means what I said, hair. Fur of animals of the Caprinae family, principally sheep. So Caprinae family, sheep is from the Caprinae family. Okay, so from this family the fur is derived. The hair of other mammals like goat, yak, alpaca and rabbit may also be called wool. Then mostly wool is produced from the outer coat of sheep. Wool is produced from the outer coat. So inside one coat is there, மேல ஒரு coat இருக்கும், அதுல தான் hair இருக்கும். So that taken from the outer coat of the sheep. The processing of wool involves 5 steps. Processing of wool involves 5 steps. So now we are going to see what are the 5 steps in that. So till here I think you have understood. Processing of wool has 5 steps. Okay, so first is shearing. The next is grading or sorting. Okay, grading or sorting. Third is washing or we can say as scouting and carding and spinning. Okay, spinning. Now we are going to see this, okay? Carding, spinning. Okay, these are the 5 steps, okay? We'll see shearing first. Shearing means the flesh of the sheep is removed from its body. Flesh is removed, okay? Flesh is removed from the body. This is called shearing. So after getting the book, you can see this picture. See here, this is shearing, okay? That is, flesh is, okay? Of the sheep is removed from its body, and this is called shearing. Next is grading. So what is grading? The fleece from the same sheep may be difficult from different parts of the body. That is, you have the different parts of the body of a sheep. Same sheep, okay? ஒரு sheep எடுத்தோம்னா நிறைய பார்ட்ஸ் இருக்குது பாடிக்கு இல்லையா, ஃப்ரண்ட்டு பேக் எல்லாம். ஆனால் அந்த ஃபர் வந்து அந்த ஹேருக்கிட்டும் ஒரே மாதிரி இருக்காது, மாறி மாறி இருக்கும், சரியா? ஸோ த ஃப்ளீஸ் ஃப்ரம் த சேம் ஷீப் மே பி டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஃப்ரம் த different parts of the body. So it is sorted out na separated into separate pints of similar nature. So ஒரே மாதிரி இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் தனித்தனியா வந்து பிரிச்சு வைப்பாங்க. So this is known as grading. That is, fleece is sorted out, okay? Sorted out or separate. This is known as grading. Then washing or scouting. So what is washing? The sheared skin is washed. So whatever the sheared skin is taken is washed. The skin is washed, okay? The skin is washed with what? Soap or detergents, okay? நம்ம எப்படி face wash பண்ணுறோமோ அதே மாதிரி அவங்க என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, ஸ்கின் எடுத்து இதில் எப்படி க்ளீன் பண்ணுறாங்க, with the soap or the detergent. To remove, so எதுக்கு ரிமூவ் பண்ணுறாங்க? To remove dirt, dust and grease from the body of from the skin of the sheep. Then next is carding. So what is carding? The dried wool is carefully removed. These fibers then pass through the rollers, which is covered with fine sheet of thin wire teeth. The process arranges the wool into a flat sheet called a web. Now after washing it, the skin is dried, okay? After drying it, the dried wool is carefully removed. What they are doing, it is removed, and then they are passing through the rollers. அது என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, அந்த ஸ்கின்னை வச்சு அந்த உள்ளே வச்சு ரோலர்ஸில் ரோல் பண்ணுறாங்க. தென் தே ஆர் கவர்ட் வித் அ ஃபைன் ஷீட் ஆஃப் தின் வயர், ஓகே? தென் தே ஆர் covering with a thin sheet of wire, and this arranging the wool into a flat sheet, okay? This process, that is arrange the wool into a flat sheet. Flatna அப்படியே flat இருக்கும், okay? Flat sheet called web. What is that called as flat sheet? Web. Now do you understand children? The wash பண்ணி என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, அந்த wool dry பண்ணி அது ரோலர்ஸில் வச்சு நல்லா ரோல் பண்ணி அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க அவங்க, they are covering with a fine sheet of wire, and then they are arranging the wool into a flat sheet called a web. Now next is spinning. The web is drawn into a narrow strand, a single piece, okay? Single piece of wool, then pass through a spinning machine. அப்புறம் அவங்க எதில் போடுறாங்க, ஸ்பின்னிங் மிஷினில் போடுறாங்க. The spinning machine twists strands into yarn. அந்த சிங்கிள் பீஸை அவங்க என்னவா மாற்றுறாங்க, into a yarn. Yarn means thread. ஸோ அந்த ஸ்பின்னிங் மிஷினில் போட்டு அது என்னவா மாற்றுறாங்க, into yarn. That is, yarn means thread. The yarn is wound to form balls of wool. அந்த yarn என்னவா மாறுது, balls of wool. This yarn is either weaved into fabric or retained for knitting. Fabric na cloth, okay? They are changed into a cloth. So spinning machine போய் அது என்ன மாறுது, changed into yarn, and then changes into balls of wool, and is used to make fabric or clothes, okay? So this is, so what is shearing children? That is, the flesh is removed of the sheep. Then grading, the pieces separated. In the same body itself, the different parts will be different, so they are sorted out, that is separated. Then the skin is washed with the soap and detergents, and then carding is, after washing it, they are dried, and then are put in the rollers, and then they are covered by the flat sheet, and this flat sheet is called as a web. Now the spinning, now the yarn wool is spinned in the spinning machine, and then this changes into yarn, and this yarn is made of balls of wool, and this again changes into a fabric or the knitting. Okay children, now we'll see the characteristic features of wool. Now the wool is resistant to heat, water, wear and tear. It's a resistant, okay? Next is it absorbs, Anita, it absorbs moisture. ஈரப்பதம்னு சொல்கிறேன், அது அப்படியே என்ன பண்ணும், அதை அப்சார்ப் பண்ணும், அப்படியே அது வந்து இது பண்ணும். தென் wool insulates against cold. இப்போ நமக்கு வந்து நல்லா குளிர் அடிக்குது, அப்போ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுறோம், ஸ்வெட்டர்ஸ் எல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம். இந்த ஸ்வெட்டர்ஸ் எதனால் மேனுஃபேக்சர் ஆனது? இட் இஸ் மேனுஃபேக்சர்ட் பை wool. ஸோ இட் insulates a cold. Then so wool is a good insulator. So wool is a good insulator and it does not wrinkle easily. அதில் வந்து shrink ஆகாது சீக்கிரமாக. சரியா? Next is uses of wool. Now wool is a multifunctional fiber, the range of diameter that makes suitable for clothing. So wool is suitable for clothing, household fabrics and technical textiles. So 2/3 of the wool is used in the manufacture of the garments. So 2/3 of the wool is used for what, children? Is used in the manufacture of garments, means clothes. Okay, garments including sweaters, that is made from the manufacture from the wool. Then your dresses, coats and the sportswear, all these are manufactured from the wool, children. Okay, now we have finished the animals produced from the wood and wool and the clothing. Now in the next class we will study about the silkworm, children, silk. So with this class we will continue in the next class, children, other half of the lesson. Thank you.